For Singleton, I'm John Schaub. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. He'll elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. And a pitch. That one finds the zone, and we're underway here this afternoon. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Got him. And that's the first out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Big-time power. Just missed.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
That's in there. And it's 1-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tatis makes the catch. 2 away now. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Outside low, and the count is even, 2-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Started after it, appeal to third, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back here at Petco Park. And on the mound in this one, Carlos Rodon.
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And now the lefty, and delivers outside. Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Save!
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. For Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Pitch is in there. Strike one. Rodon, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Now snap throw to first. Bogarts back in standing. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Pitch is in for a strike, and the count 1-1. Bogarts leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a good take.
Cronenworth checks his swing, appeal to third, and no swing, says Joe McDonald. 3-2 now. Stays alive. There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Bogarts coming home. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. He's in there.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball. But he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed, and didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Here's Machado. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. On the ground. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Man at first with one gone. Digging in, Ha-Sung Kim. Ball one, no strikes. Man at first, one away. That's down and in.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. And that one's going to get into the corner. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Next for the Padres, Luis Campusano. That one missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count even 1-1. Slider misses outside.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Rodon sets and deals. And another ball. 1 down, runners at second and third. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's 2 away.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Out in front and foul to the left side. Two on, 2 outs. In the air, right side. Soto going after it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We'll move to the second now at Petco Park. It's the Padres 2 and the Yankees nothing. We the hardest in the room, that's a heavyweight, and we ready to go. Second inning set to go. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a pitch.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
Wouldn't chase that time.
He hasn't wanted to challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. And a big swing from Stanton.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Right through there for a strike.
You know, Boo, from time to time, players mix up their routine if things aren't going their way, and Rizzo is no exception. When he was in a slump in 2023, he changed his walk-up music to Taylor Swift. No bad blood there because it worked. He went 4 for 4 and hit his first home run in over a month. He even gave credit to Swift after the game.
And that one fouled off. The Padres leading by 2 here at the top of the second. And he chases that one. And 1 away. Here is Gleyber Torres. That one fouled off. Torres, a former All-Star, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That one misses, and that is ball one. Stanton, the base runner at first with one out. And a strike to Gleyber.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. Hard ground ball, base knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
He was all over that one. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So one out with two aboard. Here's Alex Verdugo. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
Two on, one out.
Aye.
That one finds the zone. And the count 1-2. Runners at first and second with one gone. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. The other way, and that's just foul. At the belt and fires.
Ball 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Out towards left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So digging in, Anthony Volpe. Outside. 2 outs. And there's a strike. On the ground right side. The throw to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They trail it here 2-0. Here in San Diego, bottom half of inning number 2. Now the DH for the Padres, Matthew Batten. Rodon back to work. Clips the corner, and that is strike 1. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. And 1 out now.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Here's the kid, Jackson Merrill. His first major league hit happened in Korea during the Seoul series with the Padres.
Nearly 7,000 miles away from his hometown of Baltimore. He had to travel across the world for his first career hit, but I think that makes it even more special, Boog. What a cool moment that was for him.
And here is Xander Bogaerts.
Boog, this batter gets described as a homebody because he loves playing at home, and historically his numbers back it up.
Bogaerts swings through that one.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Padres go down quietly, but they hold a 2-0 lead. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. Darvish back to work. Just missed. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Merrill settles under this one. One up, one down. Here's DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing according to Eric Summerskill. The pitch. Strike two.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Just off the inside edge.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
2 down, nobody on. Liner to second and picked on the hop. On to first. Out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. And they're down 2-0. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. The wind of the pitch. That clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you'd have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Wells drifts towards it. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall.
Now batting, first baseman.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. 1 down, base is empty.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Here's Manny Machado now. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And a strike. And that's in the dirt.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars, but they're on top 2-0.
Look at me. I feel so powerful. Look at me. Look at me. He's swerving. I'm feeling so powerful. Look at me.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Juan Soto. The wide to kick the pitch. Foul ball there.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone.
That's out.
You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Here's Stanton now, and he's already singled in this game. Not close with that one. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Next offering upstairs.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
That clips the corner. And the righty deals. Got him swinging. And here is Anthony Rizzo. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Right through there for a strike. That's outside, and the count is 1-2. The Yankees trailing by 2, top half of inning number 4. And now 2-2. And another ball. Left-hand batter waits. Strike 3. Got him with the backdoor breaking ball.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so They haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Foul ball. And here it comes. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Soto off of first with 2 away. That's to third. To second, there's Bogarts. That ends the frame. 1 left for the Yankees. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at Petco Park. Bottom floor, stepping in for San Diego, Ha-Sung Kim. As the lefty gets to work. And that's in for a strike.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, man. Not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball.
It was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. Bounce to the right side, and he picks it up in foul territory. Rodon ready. Here comes. On the ground to first, and foul ball. And a 1-2 again. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
So man aboard, and here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. Runner takes off in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Flied to right his first time. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1 for count.
To second, and he's out. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And no one can get there. And that's going to roll to the wall. Profar into second, and he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next for the Padres, Matthew Batten. His first at-bat was a strikeout. That's in for a strike. And he deals. That one not close. And 1-1. Fouled off. He was late. Runner at second. 2 down. Up the middle, Volpe. Tosses to first. That is the inning. 1 left for San Diego as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in San Diego. We go to the top of the 5th. And now Alex Verdugo. And the right-hander back to work. And there's the strike. Verdugo measures 6 feet even, 210 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2014. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Fastball right back to the mound. Gathers and throws to first. And Verdugo is set down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Anthony Volpe. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
In the dirt, and now it's even 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Ball's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. On the ground to third. And the Yanks go quietly. Yanks held in check. They trail things here 2-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And the batter now, Jackson Merrill. The wind and the pitch.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
That's a ball.
Next pitch is outside. Left-hand hitter waits. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Bogarts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. A little bit high. Now 2 balls and a strike. And a good eye there. There's a line drive to left field. And a base hit right there. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Tatis now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Bogarts, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Snap throw to first.
He's in there.
Bogarts dives back. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one almost got him. Here's a 2-1. And a swing and a miss. Lined into right. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored in the first. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Here comes a pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Padres lead 1. They're up 2-0. All set for the top of the 6th. DJ LeMahieu will get things going. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that one clips the corner. Bounce to the right. Cronenworth. The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the 7th user, Aaron Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts. Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
That one misses, and the count is 2-0. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one back there drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down, and it bangs up against the wall. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
All over that one right there. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Man at second with 1 away. Juan Soto stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. Strike 1.
0-1.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, 1 out. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Almost got him. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity.
The flip to second. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
And we're back. And now, Manny Machado.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a pitch. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Rodon ready. The 0-2 on the way. Right side. Soto hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher. Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, base is empty. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Right through there for a strike.
No ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that one almost got him. Well, we've seen him lose the handle on a pitch or 2 already in this one, Siggy, and we can see some words being had down there now.
Yeah, he's already hit one guy, and that one seemed pretty unnecessary to me. I don't blame him for being a little upset right now, even if it's just a matter of him having a hard time knowing where it's going on the mound.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Rizzo. Darvish back to work. The Yankees looking to rally. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Angel De Los Santos up and loosening in the pen. Number 1 getting cranked up as well. The wind of the pitch. Just missed. On the ground right side. He handles it himself, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now second base,
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. And a foul ball. One out, bases empty. Here's the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Next offering misses, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. And that's down and away. And right back to the mound. Throws to first, and Gleyber Torres retired. Here's the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. And fouled off. The tying run at the plate. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tommy Kahnle.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Profar climbs in on that left side.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. Line to left. He dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Trent Grisham coming into the game now as the injury replacement. Man at first, Matthew Batten digs in now. First pitch swinging,
0-1.
Profar aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one wrapped foul. Oh, 0-2 now. And that just misses. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Victor Gonzalez getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Kicks and deals. That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Right-handed reliever. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Righty to the plate. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. On to Rizzo at first, and they get the double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch, inning over. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
Austin Wells.
The right-hander back to work. There's a strike. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Merrill makes his way towards it, grabs it on the run, and there's one down.
I was just about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's got a chance to get through this 8th inning if he can get 2 more quick outs.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swings and misses. Slider right there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Didn't go. Here's a 1-1. Good eye right there. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here is Aaron Judge. 1 for 3. Just missed.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-0. I got to call NLDS Game 4 here in 2022 at Petco Park, where the Padres knocked out their rivals, the LA Dodgers. The place was just nuts the entire game. Terrific fan support.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That does it for you, Darvish, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. So the Padres